citizen portal, which is swachhatahiseva.com. For urban areas, the urban local bodies will be the field units. The IDs will be same as Swachhata portal. For the rural areas, the districts will be the field units, or they can share the login credentials with the blocks to act as field units. Districts already are operating with a user ID on the DDWS IMIS portal. We will be using the same ID and we will be generating a general password and sharing with all of you. Wherever it is required, the districts, either headed by the district collectors or the CO Zilla Parishads, as the case may be in the respective states, can decide whether they want to share the login credentials with the blocks to act as field units. The provision will be there in the portal. Similarly, ministries will also be implementing. Now, as I mentioned, each of these sites, once we identify, will be created as a unique event on this portal, and citizens will be able to see, and all of us will be able to see it on a map. Once these sites are available on a map, citizens can choose the event which they want to join from amongst all those that are happening in the neighborhood. It is important that these created events have to be widely publicized by all states, districts, gram panchayats, urban local bodies, etc. through their own local level communication platforms. Now, when we have created the activity on the portal, it is also important that the field unit that has created the event must also close the event. We request all of you to close the event on the portal by 4 p.m. on 1st October itself, so that by evening we get a consolidated view on the snapshot of activities that have happened across the nation. Now, the second part, which is important for all states, districts, and urban local bodies to plan, is logistics. How do we plan these events? The date of the event is static for everyone. It is 1st October. The timing is also 10 a.m., common for the entire nation. Now, location could be ward as a unit for urban areas, as Secretary Mahua was mentioning in his initial remarks. Please take a call looking at the population of the ward. You can cluster the smaller wards, or you can have more number of events. Village as a unit for rural areas. Where the Gram Panchayat is very small, you can have one event for the Gram Panchayat, or where it is of substantial size, it could be village as a unit. Now, once you identify the site of the activity, you enter it with details so that the coordinates and details will start reflecting on the map. Now, expected number of participants must also be indicated when we create these events, so that at one site, if it is feasible for 200 people, we don't have 1,000 people landing there. Or a large site where 1,000 people can join should not have 50 people moving here and there. Therefore, please make assessment of the expected number of participants who can come and actually contribute towards a meaningful cleaning. Every event must have details of the contact in charge so that people can contact them in case of requirement. The second activity that we need to do during planning our event is to plan the materials and other logistics. Special instructions can be given by the event creators on the portal regarding what additional things public has to do when they come to the event. What kind of shoes, what kind of attire, what kind of cleaning equipments, and also planning of these equipments at the site by the organizers. One important instruction that we all have to follow is none of these activities should create a garbage dump at a particular site after the activity. Therefore, the local administration must have a coordination meeting tying up the transportation of collected garbage from each site to the designated point, from where on it will move for further solid waste management. All these activities will have to be SUP free, single-use plastic free, and zero waste events. We request you to have zero frills events, no tentage, no decoration, nothing. It should be zero frills and focused on cleanliness. We also request that no distribution of PET water bottles should be done on the site. Water provision by other means can be made, and volunteers could also be requested to carry their own water bottles. This may be remembered, it may be remembered that this is an actual cleaning drive. Photo ops with large number of people holding brooms, sweeping a small area and resulting in nothing is not really encouraged for the first. So please plan accordingly. Now, what could be the choice of sites? We have a lot of choice of sites. You can pick it up depending on your local conditions. It could be any of those points which is a usual garbage vulnerable point, or smaller legacy dump sites as in villages. Railway tracks, airports, surrounding areas, roadsides, water bodies, ghats, slums, under bridges, market spaces, back lanes, which usually are the neglected areas, places of worship that have high footfall, areas surrounding public and private offices. Please take note that it is not encouraged that you take up cleaning activity in a safe, closed, enclosed area of an office. People should move out, and we should target the nearby surrounding vulnerable areas instead. Tourist locations, bus stands, toll plazas, zoos, etc., Goshala cleaning, hills, beaches, port areas, all kinds of residential areas, adjacent areas of health institution, Anganwadis, schools and colleges, and any other location that you think appropriate where cleanliness activity can be taken up. Convergence is extremely important because at the end of the day, it is a village or a town where all activity will happen. Therefore, request the district administration to take the lead in this kind of a facilitation in convergence with all 9 departments on the ground. Also, urban local bodies must converge with various bodies, associations, RWAs, private entities, business associations, etc., to see that they also come and collaborate in this. Now, it is important that everybody would like to see the reports of our progress. All states, field units, districts, local bodies can see 4 kinds of reports. One, on the creation of your event. What are the events that are being created and where they are being created? Picture counts that are being uploaded by the citizens. Once you open an event, the open status, and once you close it, the closed status. Now, an important feature of all these reports is all the above 4 can be filtered, and you can see from a state macro view till the village view. So please, you can make use of these reports once all the activities begin. Now, the soul of our entire strategy lies on how well we communicate and disseminate this message. The Government of India will be sharing with you one audio visual, Ek Tarik, Ek Ghanta. Within the next 1 or 2 days, this audio visual will be shared down below to all states, urban local bodies, district administrations. Please see that you disseminate it using your own social media, digital platforms, local radio channels, door-to-door campaigns, and all other means of communication. In addition, another creative will be shared from the national level, which is again on Ek Tarik Ek Ghanta. You can use that as posters, banners, billboards in offices, buses, metros, train compartments, platforms, everywhere you can put it, and most importantly, we put it on all our websites. We will be sharing an open file with all of you, so you can convert it, translate it into your regional language, and customize it using your own state government logos and other important aspects. Now, important is every citizen must know about swachhatahiseva.com. Therefore, we request that within the next 24 hours, through various of our platforms, starting from handles of chief ministers, from political leadership, brand ambassadors, officers, every district magistrate's handle, every CO Zilla Parishad handle, every municipal commissioner's handle, all officers who are part of it, political leadership, prominent citizens, cultural ambassadors, etc. Rope in everybody, use different platform, and let us disseminate swachhatahiseva.com for 1st of October specifically. Now, very important is the way we handle our social media posts. Please appreciate that for social media posts, we need to follow a certain strategy. Some of the key highlights I will like to elaborate now. A social media post becomes interesting when it shows actual action on ground. So please capture actual cleaning activities that are happening, the preparatory activities that are happening, the excitement that is building up. Please put posts on that. Second, another very important thing is show the scale. 500 children come together, 500 cadets come together, 1,000 people form a human chain to clear a particular pond that was very, very dirty. So focus on the scale of activity. Many of you have been doing it during Pakhwada. Please continue the same. Third is innovation. We've seen a lot of innovations during Pakhwada. We look forward to seeing your innovation that will be put in for the 1st of October to mobilize citizens. The fourth aspect is people participation, and the fifth aspect is very, very important, pre and post situation pictures. Please see that all the activities that you do are featured in the handles of Governor, Chief Minister, Honorable Ministers. Please invite your MPs, MLAs, Ministers, Mayors, senior government officers, irrespective of department. All departments starting from police till Panchayati Raj, from WCD till school and education, from Department of Urban Development till school education. Everybody has to be there on the ground. So please engage with all of them. Also, cross-tweeting between various departments, various districts can also cross-tweet. Within a district also, blocks can cross-tweet. Urban local bodies can also cross-tweet. Please engage with your brand ambassadors and influencers, and we request you to please use the hashtag Swachh Bharat. Please use this hashtag in all the tweets and request everybody also to use this in their social media posts. There is a second hashtag that has been trending in the past 1 week with millions of views already, which is Swachhata Hi Seva. So all of you on ground can, in addition to Swachh Bharat, also use Swachhata Hi Seva because this hashtag has been doing very well in the past 1 week. The official handles that can be tagged are both of DDWS and of Ministry of Housing, which are given as in the slide. Now there are some timelines that we need to follow because it's a race against time. Today we will try and give a press release or early tomorrow morning from the national level. We request all of you to complete your preparatory activities by 26 September and at the same time also disseminate the Ek Tarikh Ek Ghanta audio visual which we will be sharing with you once it's released. From your side also, please start talking about as you start creating the activity. 26th onwards, it is expected that since you would have completed creation of your activities on the portal, we go into full-fledged building up of the communication. So, and 29th and 30th of September should be the pre-event curtain raiser, where you can have your press release, you can have your ground visits of stock taking, and in general, high decibel dissemination. And on 1st of October, which is our big day, there should be large number of social media posts from various handles. Invite media not only to cover but also to participate in the different activities. And also good quality photography and video documentation and sharing with us your best practices so that we can pick up for the national level documentation, including a post-event press release. On 2nd of October, we culminate all our efforts with Prabhat Feris, Shraddhanjalis, felicitations, awards, etc., as we had planned during our entire Pakwara. So key timelines that everybody has to kind of adhere, though it's a bit stiff, is before 26th of September, we complete the identification of field units that will implement this on ground. To facilitate it, tomorrow the entire day we have made slots for online training. Jointly, Ministry of Housing and DDWS will be imparting training to the various states and UTs and the field units. So please join as per the slots that will be shared with you. There must be field unit meetings for convergence, and plan your exact sites, plan the nodal officers who will be in charge of the events, and the final last mile connectivity of logistics like transportation, etc., along with uploading of events. 26th, 27th, we expect the entire preparation to be reviewed once at the level of the chief secretaries in the state to advise you on any further action if required. And 30th and 1st of September, we request the state governments to depute senior officers to the field to oversee arrangements and participate on the activity on 1st of October. This, Madam and Sir, is the entire protocol that we plan to follow. If you permit, we'll quickly show the website which has been architectured for the purpose. After that, we can take feedback from various states. Request the IT team to please start the online demonstration.
I'll be just sharing my screen, so everybody just let me know if the screen is visible. Uh, if anybody can confirm me, my screen is visible,
Yes,
ma'am.
it is.
Oh.
Yes, it is.
Good evening, sirs and ma'am. We have just built a portal for the Swachhata Hi Seva campaign, which will be live from, as ma'am said, we'll be starting it from 26th of September. So I'll quickly take you to the features. This will be the landing page of the web portal. This will be the landing page of the web portal. We have certain features where the field officers, those who will be given the login credentials, they need to just click on the login button where they will be entering their details. The moment they log in, they'll be able to see their profile, the details that we have got, the nodal officers of the district, city, whatever their level to they are mapped to. There are two action buttons, which is create event and approve event. Once the field officer or the coordinator, event coordinator, who or the event creator who will be creating the events for the area, their respective areas, they will get a form to fill in the details such as geographical location, state, district, further details like their mobile number, email, event coordinator name of the event, and what is the nature of the event, where the place where exactly the event is going to take place. From a drop down they can select it, they can select the date of the event, and they can just enter the number of expected participants, whatever it is. Then they can just address they can enter the event location, which will be a Google location. Just like when we go somewhere, we search on map where is the exact location, so that people who want to visit to that, they can quickly get the location, and people can come to participate in this event. So this is how we have just created the dummy events to showcase you. I'll just show you on this dashboard the creators of the event or the people sitting on the ministry level. They'll be able to see the status of the event under the status tab, whether it is that active event or the event has been closed. So the moment they click on that I button, so the creators of the event, they will be going on this page where they can see further information, who has created the event. Okay, like suppose there will be special instructions given, so people can give, the creators can give the instructions to the people, like whether it is on a hilly area, so you have to wear shoes or kind of the things. Then on this, the once the event is created, the coordinators can upload the media. Once they go to that event on that event day and time, they can upload the media, they can choose the file, or if they log in from the phone, they can directly click the pictures and upload it. I'll just showcase one demo quickly. Okay, the moment you click submit, and the moment we click on submit, the image gets submitted and it goes for moderation for further. Once the image is moderated, then only it will be available in the media gallery. So now there are two more options on this page, which is edit event and create event. So the editor or the creator or the coordinator, if there is some information that has to be edited on the event, he or she can click on this edit event button. That again, same, that page opens up. You will have the editable fields where you can edit the information regarding the event. And then once the event is closed by the end of the day, or what the time will be fixed, the person needs to click on the close button. There will be a pop-up page where you have three fields. Three fields will be there where you need to enter actual participants, you need to enter the chief guest details, and you need to enter any special highlights of the event. The moment you enter it, you will be getting on the OTP on this email ID on from which you have created the event. Anybody, any doubts till this place?
Oh, please proceed, Swati.
Yes. So once the event will be created, ma'am, the events will be viewed on the map. Okay. So this is just for a demo. The moment the events will created, it will start showing on the pop on the India's map. And the moment once click, it will be like you the general public can click on the participate button, and they will again land on the microsite of that event which they have selected, they want to visit it. They can see the details of the event, where what is the date of the event, what is the nature of the event. And then the public can also upload media on this and submit it for the approve further moderation. And if somebody from the field, they want to, or some of the divisions, they want to create the event, on the landing page only there will be an option to click on create event, which will give you an option to fill this form. And this will be going on for the approval to the selected nodal officers who will be approving your event.
I think broadly, Swati, everyone would have understood unless there is any specific point.
Yes.
Manoj, I wanted to come in here. I
Yes.
hope the system permits one person to do entry for multiple panchayats and village and therefore events. Because if the system will require the person to enter again the mobile number and other details, it will really be cumbersome. So please make sure
It does
that
allow,
the
ma'am.
system allows one user to come in and then to do multiple entries.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It does.
And the second suggestion is that it would be a good idea to do a quick POC as soon as the developer team is confident, and maybe we can request Haryana to help with getting some data entered for their villages in one block or something, to make sure that there are no glitches that that take us by surprise.
Okay, ma'am. We'll do that. So, ma'am, by 26th, while field is getting ready with their preparatory activities, we will do all these back-end activities as well.
Yeah, let's do that. So we should
And
be, I believe we are saying that we will be able to share login credentials of the live site by Tuesday. Is that right?
Ma'am, we will share login credentials prior to that also, and simultaneous trainings will be going on. And but full-fledged action will start from 26th onwards, ma'am.
Yeah, so that's Tuesday. So that's when the site will
Yes.
actually go live, right? So the login credentials and all will be tested only then.
Ma'am,
So
yes, ma'am.
let's use Monday for good proof of concept. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. So we have kept, ma'am, tomorrow the online training of the demo version with the states slot-wise. We've slotted the states into various training teams, ma'am. And tomorrow we will be running the demo version with them. The site is already live because people are uploading pictures of their activities also. So more than 2 lakh pictures have also been uploaded on this. The site is also live inviting for Swachh Bharat ambassadors. This went live 24 hours back. So we can also have brand ambassadors join, and we request the district, states and local bodies to also promote this site amongst your local influencers and brand ambassadors, wherein they can log into the portal and convey their interest to be a Swachh Bharat ambassador for this phase of the mission. The third part is about creation of events for the 1st of October. That is what is currently under development, ma'am. So the teams on the ground planning their sites, and our finalizing of it will be happening parallelly over the next 48 hours.
Okay, let's hear from any, since we have a lot of field units as well as states who have joined. Only for the state government level, are there any questions from any of the states or any comment if they want to make? We can invite them for, but Rupa, I don't think we would be able to unmute anyone without unmuting everyone, and 1,000 people unmuting would be a problem. So how do we take up the states?
Just check if anyone has raised a hand. Just check if anyone has raised a hand. Otherwise, I suggest put out the training schedule, and that's the forum in which questions should be asked, unless somebody's raised a hand today.
If any specific comment from any state, ma'am.
Yeah, please don't ask technical questions on how to enter the details and password and all. That we'll put a detailed write-up also on the on our website and circulate it to all the states, as well as other details. So anything else on the program, if you want to ask, any state can raise hand and we would invite them to.
Any comments or questions from state teams, please? Nagaland has a question, sir.
Yeah.
Good evening,
Yeah,
sir. Good evening, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. My query is just this, sir. October 1st is a Sunday. And being a Christian state, it will be very, I mean, we can mobilize, but it will be very difficult to mobilize at a larger scale. So
yeah, we do understand your problem.
Yes, that's the only problem.
We don't think we have a solution for that.
Let this be a Sunday with a difference. It will be a very different Sunday.
Last time also we tried with 16, so that's why we couldn't get that much participation on the 17th.
Organize the events close to the church.
Yeah. All right, then we'll try to find some ways. But okay, just letting you know.
Yeah,
That's it.
since it's meant to be just for 1 hour, maybe
Yes, sir.
as people go for their Sunday worship, they can do this before going. See if that's feasible.
All right, then, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Yes, sir.
No one else has any issue?
No one
Ma'am,
else, sir.
ma'am, closing remarks from your side.
Manoj, just one more point, since
Ma'am,
to all colleagues from states here.
ma'am, good.
Please also remember that the Ministry of Tourism is on the 27th on World Tourism Day. In that connect has sent a request to all chief secretaries to carry out Swachhata activities in 100 ASI sites as well as 108 other heavy footfall sites, tourist sites. So please look at those also and see if you can prioritize those for the 1st October activities as well. So the sites identified by the Ministries of Culture and Tourism already circulated to the states. Please make sure that in whichever village or town or city those fall, those should get prioritized and uploaded as appropriate sites for the 1st October activity as well.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. And Rupa, I think with that we can close the meeting. And if any of the states have a issue about the program or a comment, please put it in the group with the drinking water or SBM Grameen or SBN Urban. You can put it in the group and communicate to us immediately from the state side, or any of the DC municipal commissioner who has an issue. We'll put all necessary details on our website and also communicate government's detailed instructions. We have already sent a detailed letter to the joint letter from mine and Secretary DDWS side to the chief secretaries. We will circulate that letter, put it on our website also, so that that letter has a detailed instructions on what all to do. So we would request state governments to circulate that letter to everyone so that there is a clarity with everyone. Rupa, anything from your side for closing?
Sir, just one last information. There is a national team to support the states and the field units. DDWS nodal officer, area officers, and state coordinator details has been shared with all the states. Similarly, Mahua coordinator along with state-wise coordinator details, email ID and mobile numbers have been shared with everyone. So request the states to hereon start contacting their coordinators for any kind of a clarification or support.
Okay, with that, we'll close the meeting and thank you, Secretary DDWS and all the participants from the states, districts, municipal corporations, BDOs, everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Manoj
sir.
and Rupa.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you all.